Thanksgiving food. Let's talk about it. I'm really excited for this segment. You're listening to 101, New York's longest running sports channel. So we have 4 people on the show now, including myself, Lou Orlando, Sebastian Seabach, and Ryan Gregoire. It's now time to draft some Thanksgiving foods. We're going to have 4 different categories: a main course, a side dish, a dessert, and then a tradition, whether that's football, maybe watching the parade, a certain dish that you have that might be unique to other Thanksgivings. The order is going to be me first, Lou Orlando second, Sebastian Seabach will be third, and then Ryan will round it at 4. We'll do a snake draft, so you'll have
I get the wraparound.
Yes, you get the wraparound, back-to-back picks. I'll start it off, I guess, and there's a lot of pressure because I haven't thought it out that much,
That's
obviously.
Listen,
I got a big board.
This is the only thing I've been thinking about, to be honest with you, since the start of the show.
Listen, I respect that, but I'm going to go with side dish as my first pick. No, you don't have to do an order. You can do however you want, but I'm going to go mashed potatoes.
Wow.
First overall. And I'll tell you what, a good mashed potatoes is hard to beat. You get that down, that is a staple in Thanksgiving. You think about Thanksgiving, you think about turkey and mashed potatoes, in my opinion. And that's why it's a staple. I'm going to go with it. Mashed potatoes is my first pick.
All right, so I'm really happy that he did that because I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take my main course. I'm going to take stuffing, man. Listen, if I can take stuffing as my main course, I'm happy.
Stuffing as a main course is,
I would go side dish if we're
Listen,
getting
but
technical.
how many main courses besides the obvious turkey are we really working with here?
Yes, I agree.
So I think you got to be a little lenient with what we consider
Okay.
a side dish.
Stuffing
Or
clear
main
1-1
course.
to me. So
Yeah,
that's
listen,
a
I'm
good
taking
pick.
stuff. Wherever you want to call it, I'm taking stuff.
I think
Make it my
ham,
main course.
mac and cheese, turkey, those are other main courses for the record. But, stuffing, interesting main course.
I eat stuff personally. I eat stuffing as a main course. It's the biggest thing on my plate. So that's all I'll say.
All right, I'm just gonna go to main course right now. I'm just gonna take that turkey. So
Well, you know what? I was interested to see how far that would slide.
If it got to me on the floor, that would have been insane.
Would you have picked it?
Oh, you have to. And it's not even that I have that on my board. Sorry, that's a great pick. So I'm thinking here, I could go with the value, but I want to get my guys. I think that's what this draft is all about. So I'm going to start 4th pick. I'll go dessert. It's the apple pie vanilla ice cream combo.
That's
not just one of them. You combine it. You
Are
maybe,
we allowing that because it's 2?
That's
but it's in
that's
one
very
dessert.
much a
What are we
Okay.
doing here, Mike?
All right.
That's come on.
Yeah,
That's a good
you get the fire and ice, the cold, the hot. You mash it together. It's beautiful. You're already stuffed. It's just a palate cleanser. So that's great. And here I'll go tradition: watching football, watching the Cowboys lose, watching the Lions lose. It's great. It's a great thing when maybe you don't want to talk to that uncle. Maybe he's a little annoying. You got the football game. It's a nice buffer. It's a nice talking point. So 4-5, I'll go the apple pie vanilla ice cream and watching football.
That's a strong.
all right, those are
That's
2 strong picks
That's
right
good.
there.
That's
I'm just gonna go for my side next because you stole my number 1 dessert. I'm gonna go with the gravy. So
Okay.
nothing tastes good without gravy. So that's gonna be my side. So.
That's an interesting pick because what's going on my mashed potatoes gravy. What's going on.
What's
The
going on
turkey
gravy
is gravy.
It's so versatile.
It's so versatile.
You need it.
You need it.
Yes.
It's huge. Listen, I'm gonna take desserts. A short it's a shallow category in my book, so I'm gonna go ahead and take pumpkin pie and put a little whipped cream on that.
Okay.
Do a little pumpkin.
Pumpkin pie is an interesting pick. I don't have that much experience with pumpkin pie.
Me neither.
Because you see it and it's like.
I'm just such an apple pie guy that I always
No, listen,
say
apple
that.
pie is the number 1. He took the number 1 dessert. So listen, the apple pie's all gone. That's all right. I'll take the pumpkin pie. Put a little whipped cream. It saves.
I feel like it's always the
gives
dessert.
a
I
little-
see it. I'm like maybe next year.
No, it's
And
good. Listen,
like-
I think, give it a try
Maybe-
next year.
maybe
It's pretty
that's
good. It's a good investment.
Maybe that's a spoonful. It's not your number 1.
Yes.
for me.
That's fair.
So I've got the last pick of the second round. Just to recap, I went mashed potatoes. Lou, you went stuffing with the second overall pick, correct? And
Huge.
Seabach with turkey. Then you at the end of the round, you had apple pie vanilla ice cream and watching
Yes,
football.
my tradition.
Seabach gravy, and then Lou with the most recent pink pumpkin pie. So I've got to think about my options here because it's interesting how you go with this draft because I went side dish and I got to go main left, and then I've also got tradition and dessert. I'm going to go dessert.
Okay.
And there's a lot of desserts off the board.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Listen, desserts are a shallow category for Thanksgiving. It's pie.
I think
No, but
Gregor got the best one. He got the apple pie.
Dessert's the last taste in your mouth after the meal.
It's big.
It's a big.
Dessert is huge because if they do the main course wrong, if the turkey's burnt, you can still look forward to that dessert. The pie saves the day.
Yes.
When someone slips up with the food you like I'll tell the story yesterday, the stuffing was a little crisp.
That's a
Too
problem.
crisp for my liking. Dessert saved the day.
Yes.
Apple pie, vanilla ice cream save the day.
Hey,
Cheers.
gravy saves the day too. You know,
It's a
If
great
you-
point.
Something's bland. You know,
Yeah,
Yes,
make
you
it
dose
taste
it.
better.
Gravy can help.
This is why Thanksgiving food is great. But I'm gonna go with cheesecake as my.
Good.
And I'm not sure if that's necessarily a Thanksgiving staple. I'm not. It happens at my
I've had
Thanksgiving.
it in my family.
You know,
a little
but-
Italian
A good
family.
cheesecake
Good cheesecake goes a long way.
doesn't need it. Just on its own, you can have a good cheesecake. It's a great dessert. I love it. So that's my pick.
Full transparency, I've never had cheesecake.
Cheesecake's awesome.
I should
You
try
gotta
it.
try
It
it,
is
man.
good.
It's really my
Anybody
family. My
listening
dad
should
makes a
try it.
really strong cheesecake. It's a good time.
And then I've got another pick left, and I've got some options. So I've got to do a main course, and it's tough. I almost feel like I need time to think about it because it's really tough.
That's why you got a big board in front of you.
That's. I mean, I.
That's why you
don't-
should have prepped for this.
But
What it comes down to.
I'm going to go with tradition, and you went watching football.
Yeah.
We watched the game on Thursday. I go to the Fordham Prep Xavier football game every year. So when it's home,
Do you go to the Turkey Bowl?
You're from.
I'm a Xavier guy.
Yes,
Wow,
Turkey
we got a
Bowl.
little
Wow,
rivalry
you
on
got
our
a
hands.
rivalry.
No, listen,
yeah.
Foreign Prep. You guys,
We
you
won
guys
this.
won big.
We
You
won
guys
this year. Big win. I
I broadcast Turkey Bowl back. in my
listen.
day.
Listen. I gotta give it a listen. But
And let me say something because that was my first experience. I came for the second half with Mike's family. Or his family, his brother. It was packed. It was more packed than I've seen any Fordham football game. So you give a ton of credit. People really care
No,
about
Turkey
no,
Bowl.
yes,
Turkey
I
Bowl
go
gets
every
nuts,
time
man.
it's in the Bronx. But that is my tradition. So those are 3 picks. I got 1 pick left. Just got about 5 minutes, but we'll continue this draft. Lou, you're on the clock.
I'm gonna go with tradition because I need to secure this because this is what I look forward to every time. It's chilling with the cousins, man. I got
Love it.
a couple
it, bro.
cousins
Love
my
it.
age. I love to
Love
see the
it.
cousins. You gotta hang out, have a good time, crack some jokes. That's what it's all about. Come on, man. That's Thanksgiving for you.
All right, I gotta go with tradition. It's not really exactly Thanksgiving Day, but it's Thanksgiving tradition. So it's just like morning Black Friday shopping. That's probably Thanksgiving tradition. I don't really know how else to explain it, but
Black Friday. That
Okay.
counts. I got you.
Okay. So I'm here. My last 2 picks.
Yeah.
My final wraparound. I'm going to go Thanksgiving main dish. A little bit of wild card here. And I'll be very upset if you veto this, but it's the day after leftover sandwich. You get the turkey, you get the stuffing.
Are we allowing that? Because that's a great pick. That is
That's
a
a
great.
great
that's a great pick.
leftover the day
Gregor's been
after
making the picks of the
leftovers.
draft, to
Little
be
out of the
honest with
box.
leftover.
We just got told A+ pick from our producer. It's so
strong.
good. You could go really any way you want it. You could pick your favorite stuff from the meal. You
You're
already
in
know
control.
it's good.
You're in
Amen.
control.
And you already know it's good because you tested it out yesterday. So if the stuffing wasn't your forte, maybe you put a little more gravy on. Maybe you mix up the turkey.
That's creative.
I
love it.
I was
wanna
worried.
hear
I was
the
worried
last
you'd
pick
say
now, 'cause
mac
your
and
first
cheese,
two
which is
picks
a
are
bad
awesome.
pick. I was worried you'd say mac and cheese.
Well, for my side dish, no, I won't take it.
Nope.
Side dish here, I'll go more basic. I'll just go rolls because you can't mess them up.
That's a
Okay,
great.
that's
You
just-
good
stole
pick,
my
good
pick.
pick.
That's a
Good
great
pick.
Comfort
pick.
and
pick.
stability, you know what you're getting. And I think
And you
that
could
is
put-
a big benefit.
It's so sick.
You could add flavor to it too.
I'm a butter guy. I put butter on the roll. I hammered like 4. I had way too many on Thanksgiving. I stuffed myself on that classic rookie move there. But they're just so good, you can't really mess them up. So when you're trying stuff out, you start with the roll. Throw a little butter on there. Nice icing on the cake. So that is my full draft. Just I'll recap my picks. I went apple pie, vanilla ice cream. I went watching football as my tradition. The leftover sandwich as my main dish. And then I went rolls as my side dish.
All right, we got a couple minutes left. Seabach,
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go dessert right now, and I know there's not many left, but I'm gonna go with you guys may not like it, but I go with a pecan pie. So
pecan.
Yeah, so
It's not for everyone, but the people don't
yeah,
like it.
yeah,
I
but
feel very
good,
strong.
But I
about it.
like it. I think it's a good dessert. Obviously apple pie's off the table. That's my favorite. So I think pecan pie is the second option to go to for me. So.
All right. I mean, all I have is the side left. I waited to the last round. Was hoping dinner rolls would fall. It didn't. It is what it is. We rebound. It's all right. I'm gonna go with corn. It's not the best, but it's very solid. You can really throw it in with just about anything. You can even eat it by itself. You want to put it on.
We
a
throw around the
cob.
word versatile a lot. Corn is versatile.
You put corn on a cob. That's even better than just corn by itself. Corn on the cob is a great time. So I'll take corn as my side. That's I'm satisfied with that.
About to finish up here on 101, and I got my last pick, and I've got my main course left, and there's not a lot of options on the table, and it is, you know what? I look back at the draft, and it's the least deep category.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with ham, just because that's what's
Ham's
there.
good.
And ham
Good.
is good, and I think it
is
caps
good.
off. I got mashed potatoes. I've got ham. I've got my tradition. I think I've got a lot, and I've got the cheesecake at dessert. I like the meal I prepare myself. The Thanksgiving I have prepared myself. But an overall great draft and even better show. So happy.